I'm Darren the Magic Ghostbuster. If you enjoyed today's video, please like, subscribe and check out all my Ghostbusters theme magic videos. In this video we're taking a look at stage 60, which is from issue 17 of the Build an Ecto 1 by Eaglemoss Hero Collector. And stage 60 is the UHF signal and power distribution unit and peripheral device. So, let's get started. So here we are taking a look at the instructions, and you can see this one is going to go over a few pages. And we're going to build that, and then we're going to end up with this. So a lot more involved than the previous stage. So let's get started. Okay, so to begin with, we're going to take these parts, and they push together like this. And then we're going to take this piece, and that is going to push into that hole there. Excellent. Now we're going to take this, which we had left over from the previous stage. That is going to go in here, and you'll see the holes all line up nicely. And then we're going to take AP screws, which are silver screws this time. Most of them seem to be black. And we're going to screw that in from underneath. We're going to take this, which we had started in the previous stage, and this is going to go on there, so make sure you've got the orientation correct. And then we're going to screw that in with IP screws. Okay, now things are getting fun, so we're going to take this plate. That there's a bit that matches up with a hole there. That goes on nice and easy. And then we're using GP screws to screw this on. So there's a screw that goes here. Oh, that needed a bit of pressure on it, that one. And then this hole here. Finally, this one. And then this is going to go here, and there's no notch or anything to hold it in place, but basically the screws are in the same positions. So let's do those. Okay, next up is taking these parts and attaching them all the way around. I've already done 3 of those, so it's just the last one to do now. Okay, next is to add all the knobs and buttons. So they come on this bit, and they just twist off and then push in like that, which easier said than done. There we go. Yeah, these do feel like they do stay in and are quite sturdy. So I don't think there's any need to glue them. And then we have the smaller ones. last one. You can see I did the ones underneath earlier. Okay, so next up is to put this on here, which is stuff we've made from previous issues. It's easier said than done. Now, one thing is, the instructions are saying KP screws. KP screws are the ones that we did here, and it's saying to screw these bits in for KP screws, except rang out. There was only enough to do these bits, but we do have GP screws, plenty of those left, so I'm going to see how they work. Okay, so those screws seem to have worked. They didn't do up completely tight, but they are definitely in there enough to hold it in. So it's an option for you if you don't end up with enough screws either. I mean, I guess I could just email Eaglemoss, but it's just waiting, isn't it? So, but anyway, we're going to put 2 AP screws in the bottom here as well. And then all that's left is to bring in the floor, and we're going to attach it to that. Okay, so here is the floor bit that we've been working on previously. That is going to go on there, and then we're going to be using these AP screws. So there's one here. On the far side. Now, this is one of those instances where I feel I should get my longer screwdriver out, the one that they provide you with. It's a little short. And then one in the middle. Yep, that's going to need me to dig a longer screwdriver out, so I'm going to leave that for the moment, but that is essentially this stage done. So as always, let me know what you think. Are you enjoying it, hating it, all sorts of things, and let me know if you're doing any modifications. I'd love to hear. But anyway, until next time, keep on busting.